Hi, I'm Nick. I recently had migraine surgery with Dr. Saad. And so before my surgery, my quality of life was pretty bad. It was pretty tough. I had this pain that began about 7 years ago. It started gradually. And I thought it was odd because the pain back here would always come in the same exact spot. And I knew it wasn't a normal headache because I could really feel the nerve, the same exact nerve hurt every time. And I would get these sharp pains twice a week around, and one of my main triggers was alcohol. Anytime I had one or two drinks, that nerve would flare up and I basically quit drinking because of this. But as the months and years went by, the pain became constant. It was around a 4 or 5 constantly, but when I would have those flare-ups, it would definitely be a 10, and the pain was just excruciating in the nerve. Mostly on the left side, but I did have pain on both sides. As far as remedies, I tried everything for the pain. I tried over-the-counter medicine, prescription medicine, ice, heat, massage, acupuncture, everything you can think of. Nothing really worked. And I also saw tons and tons of doctors. I saw my general doctor, chiropractors, sports doctors, pain management doctors. And actually, pain management doctors would give me occipital nerve blocks, an injection right into the nerve, which helped for like 2 days. But that was the only relief I got. And I also saw a lot of neurologists. And neurologists always just said, oh, you have migraines, and they prescribed me medicines that never worked and gave me terrible side effects that were almost as bad as the pain. So I stopped all those medicines. And like I said, it affected my quality of life greatly. I stopped going out with friends as much, and I didn't really feel like doing much because I knew I would just end up with a terrible headache wherever I went. But when I moved to Spain, I found Dr. Saad. He seemed to be one of the few doctors who did this type of surgery. And my first meeting with him was really refreshing, actually, because immediately he knew the pain I was going through, where it came from. He knew it was the greater occipital nerve and the lesser occipital nerves, and immediately he understood, and that was really great to hear. Fast forward a few weeks, and I'm on my way to the hospital to get the surgery, and the surgery is pretty simple. Dr. Saad made me feel comfortable going in, and I was asleep for the surgery. It lasted a few hours, but when I woke up, Dr. Saad was bedside, and he told me, your nerves were severely compressed on both sides, mostly the left side where I was having most of the pain. So he cleaned it, he decompressed my greater occipital nerves and excised my lesser occipital nerves. And then I went home the same day. And the recovery wasn't bad at all. The main part that I struggled with was the nausea from the anesthesia, but I was back at work a few days later. And my head was mostly numb, and when the numbness wore off, I could really feel that I didn't have any pain. And one of my tests was I took my finger and lightly pressed where if I touched before, I'd be in excruciating pain, and I touched and there was nothing, no pain. So the nerves that Dr. Saad worked on, that he decompressed and excised, I have no more pain there, and my quality of life has greatly improved. And I just want to thank him for changing my life, really, and not for only curing what I have, but also understanding what I have, because it's been a long journey, and yeah, I have a whole new life now.